Global growth expectations, 2-year high. Risk appetite, the highest since November 21. EPS optimism, 2-year high. How does this one stack up to the one we had last month, the previous month, the month before that?
Well, everything has ticked up a little bit across the board. Even some sentiment regarding China, although people are still very negative about China overall and think it's kind of in a secular decline as it relates to the markets. But what I think is really interesting about this fund manager survey is what you said, and the title of it is Bulls Go Global. So basically what this fund manager survey is showing is that expectations around growth and the performance of equities is expanding outside of technology and outside of the U.S. and into the rest of the world. And that's why this fund manager survey is different than the prior months.
Can we get into that growth optimism then? Are we saying it's not just the United States? We're hoping for better growth out of Europe, out of China, out of Asia?
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. And in fact, we have a proprietary indicator called the Global Wave, which is different than the fund manager survey because the Global Wave is an amalgamation of just economic data. So things like industrial production, consumer confidence, earnings revision ratios, things like that. So it's just facts amalgamated all together. And that Global Wave troughed in January of 2024. Now, statistically, after the global wave troughs, emerging markets perform the best, and on average, they're up about 19% in the 12 months following the trough. The U.S. does well, too. Japan does well. Asia does well. The U.S. just does a little less well than all of the other areas. So, yes, it's this broadening out of growth.
I wonder how predictive some of these fund managers' feelings are. This is sort of one of the key questions when I get this is this a contrarian indicator? If everyone's going bullish and it's going global, is this something that, you know, we should get concerned about, or is this a forward-leading indicator?
You know, it's a great question, and we do have an indicator called the bull-bear indicator, and when it's above, I think the number is 8, that is a contrarian indicator, because people are too bullish, right? Right now, that indicator is around 6.5. So we're not in that extreme bullishness area yet at all.